Good morning. I'm just sitting here. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. I'll figure out that we're live here in a second, right? I'll snap to it. Give me just a second. All right. So that is on. How you guys doing this beautiful day? You guys doing okay? Let's see what we got going on here. Lord have mercy. All right, let me find y'all. So we got this new moon coming, and I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good, I suppose. How are you guys feeling? It's kind of supposed to be eclipse as well. Let's see. Let me find the chat here. Okay. So there we go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Martha, the High Hemptress, Joanne, Lauren, the Balanced Goddess, Serencia, good morning. Let's see. Love yourself first, Julia, Rosie, I'm just peachy, Brianna, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Erica, Karen, Miss Denisha, good morning. I hope I'm saying everything right. Connie, how you doing? Simplified, Chang, good morning, everybody. Somebody's commercial on here. All right, now we can see. All right, so I posted the order of the readings. I hope I got it all right. It looks like I got them all in there. Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. I hope that's right. Something looks off to me, but I hope it's right. Oh, Lord. It's all right. All right, let me do this and then this. Good morning, Sham. Good morning, Nikki. All right. So what are we using today? We're using the Soul's Journey Oracle along with the Tarot. So I hope y'all are ready. I got my tea. And yeah, let's get into it. We're going to start with Sagittarius since that's what we're doing. All right, this is for Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know for this new moon energy? What does Sagittarius need to know for this new moon energy? What does Sagittarius need to know for this new moon energy? Let's see. We have purpose and we have surrender. So surrender, I can release my need to control and purpose. I know what I am here to do. So realizing this is a huge thing and just kind of surrendering to love, to the universe, and going with the flow of things and just allowing. So let's see what the tarot has to say. This is for Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know with this new moon energy? I'm taking a road trip this weekend, or I would have done this, I don't know, Saturday, I guess. We're taking a little bit of a road trip this weekend, so that'll be fun. Whoops, this is for Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know? What does Sagittarius need to know? What does Sagittarius need to know? Everything's aligning. Everything that you've been fighting for, everything that you've been wishing for is happening. I feel like, it's the universe doesn't operate on your timeline. It operates on its own timeline, but there's finally movement here and success and wish fulfillment. And you are headed towards your higher purpose, the people that are supposed to be around you. When the time had to be right for the stars to align, your mind had to be right, Sagittarius. And I feel like you were like fighting that. You were holding on to shit that you needed to let go of. It caused a lot of chaos and drama for you. That is behind you. There is good news coming in, hopefully financially for you, with that Page of Pentacles, maybe from a person you've been waiting to hear from, possibly. But it's like fighting, trying to control, being impatient, trying to hold on to things and people that no longer serve you. And you're finally letting it go and just surrendering yourself to the universe and its timeline. And that's when things start really moving. And that's when things start lining up. And it's just a beautiful thing. You were not in like the correct mind space. Now you're getting there, and things are starting to move and happen for you. And you're starting to understand better the direction that you're supposed to be going. So that's what you need to know with this new moon energy. All right. Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? We just got started with Sagittarius. We're on Capricorn. I've pinned the order of readings up there at the top where it says order of readings. So now we are on Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? 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 We have judgment and we have loneliness. So loneliness, I know that I am never alone, and judgment, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So understanding that it is okay to be alone sometimes. You don't necessarily have to be in a relationship constantly, that it's okay and you can be happy, right, with yourself. So let's see where this is going. This is for Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know with this new moon energy? What does Capricorn need to know with this new moon energy? Let's see. It's time for you to heal right now after a very traumatic experience so that you can get your power back. It's okay to put your walls up. It's okay to lock out those energy vampires, to give you a moment to breathe. And it's okay to be alone. Sometimes in order to properly heal, you have to really be by yourself and examine yourself. You've been very hurt here, Capricorn. All right. So time to go into hermit mode and not worry about what other people think or say about that. You need some time to regroup, get your mind right, and figure out the direction that you're headed in. Chaos complete. Tower moments, things falling apart. So you just need to be quiet and you need to regain your strength after all of this, drama. And that's what is going to be happening Queen of Wands energy, you're going to be embracing that energy. You're going to be rising again, and you're going to be in full power. But this time, when you emerge from your hermit cave, you're going to be stronger than ever. So take this time for yourself. This is what this is saying. Do not give one shit what anybody says, and really focus on you and your healing so that when the time is right, you come out swinging. So Capricorn, that is what you need to know for your new moon energy. Aquarius, I'm trying to move through these, by the way, you guys. Thank you, Love Yourself First. I appreciate that. I'm trying to get through this. I'm doing a kidney cleanse, and it's working. My kidneys are going to be fresh and new, but that means, I got to move pretty quick here. I can't help it. Thank you, Cher. I appreciate that. I was researching the kidneys and, stumbled upon this information. And I'm like, oh my God, I have examined every organ of my body to see what the hell's going on with inflammation. I fight inflammation all the time. And kidneys, right? And low energy, puffy eyes, metallic taste in the mouth, all these things. And I'm like, and I don't know if you guys recall the other day where I got so frustrated because I got a reading and the guides said, you need to, get moving. And then I said, I put it out to the universe. Well, give me some more energy. I need more energy. And here we are. I stumble on this kidney information. I can't take turmeric. It thins my blood and I nearly pass the fuck out. I got blood anemia. So I can't do the turmeric. No, we got a lot of things going on. I went to the store last night and we are full blown in the kidney cleanse and it's working. All right, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? Damn it. Did I say, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say the F word again. Never heard of it, Serenity. I'll have to look that up. All right, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know for this new moon energy? What does Aquarius need to know for this new moon energy? Let's see. We have purpose and we have surrender. And this is, I was sitting there shuffling and chatting with the chat for 3 minutes, shuffling. But this is the exact combination of cards Sagittarius just got. Exactly. So maybe you're dealing with that. Surrender. I can release my need to control. And as air signs, as a fellow air sign, I can agree with that. Purpose. I know what I am here to do. So let's see where this is going, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know for this full moon or new moon? New moon energy. What does Aquarius need to know for this new moon energy? What does Aquarius need to know for this new moon energy? Let's see. Vulnerability. Okay. So I feel like this is about relationships for you. I feel like softening your stance. I feel like, and this may not resonate with every Aquarius, but the past is on your mind. You're on the path right here. You're on each other's mind here. But ego got in the way. Having that you have to win, you have to have the last word. As a fellow air sign, that can be hard not to get that last word in. Right? So softer, gentler approach to certain things, Aquarius. Maybe, release that need to control, release that need to have that last word, because it's maybe messing with your path, the path that you need to be on. I feel you in the past, it's been very quiet between the two of you, but if you want the situation to heal, it can. All right? You have to be softer. You have to be softer. You have to lead with your heart and not your mind. And that's very, very difficult for the air signs to do. But it is possible. More emotion needs to be interjected into the situation. A softer tone, a softer touch, just softness, gentle. Sometimes, very sharp words, I want to say, may have been spoken. I would not allow that to happen. If you still want this situation, now, this could be with friend, family, lover. I feel strong lover energy here, but you can assign the roles as you wish. We have to go into the situation, if you still want to deal with this person, with more understanding and a more healing approach. So that's what you need to know, Aquarius. Karen, it's a lot of asparagus, celery. I saw some information on, who Dr. Berg is? I think he's a chiropractor that turned keto. He kind of got me on looking into this. He's got a video out on kidney cleanse. Some sort of supplement he's talking about, but I think you have to have some sort of license to be able to sell it and buy it. So it's kind of hard to find. Apple cider vinegar. I can't remember. Lots of water, of course. I can't remember. The rest. Easy on the protein. Like, don't overdo it. Just, the normal size amount of protein. So, and sugar, just take it easy on your kidneys. Be nice to your baby kidneys. And you haven't been nice to them. And Libras, well, this Libra anyway, but I hear that's one of their things is, they got to watch out for their kidneys. I've read that somewhere along the way. And it's been a true thing for me. I don't know why I haven't been doing this all this year, so I'm kind of excited to see if it works. All right, Pisces. What does Pisces need? What does Pisces need to know for this new moon energy? What does Pisces need to know for this new moon energy? We have humor and we have indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. And then humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So it's almost like a pause. I feel like it's almost like you feel like nothing's happening. And you need to realize why. Like decisions aren't being made or things are not moving the way as fast as you should, as fast as they should be moving. And I feel like you're coming into the understanding that it's divine intervention, it's divine protection at this point. And you're just going to enjoy the ride. So let's see, or you need to start enjoying the ride. This is for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know for the new moon energy? What does Pisces need to know for this new moon energy? What does Pisces need to know? Let's see. Waiting. So this is waiting for love. Waiting for love. Back and forth, back and forth. Where, where's my love? Waiting for love. Maybe some decisions have to be made. Maybe they're having to take care of some things. That kind, But here it is. Ace of Cups. Where's my person? Right? Back and forth, back and forth. What's going on here? A lot of impatience on your end, but like I said, divine intervention. Here it is, the Hierophant. This is a situation where maybe you're waiting for a higher level of commitment with you and your love, and it's just they ride the fence. Maybe that's for a reason. Just enjoy this. Okay, there's divine protection going on here. Your ancestors, God, whoever is looking out for you, Pisces, your angels. There's a delay in this particular situation. Either where's my new love or why isn't my love making up their mind about this? There is a delay for a reason. There's a reason. So just relax. This is what this is saying. Relax. It will fall into place when it's supposed to fall into place. Don't give up hope. Don't give up faith in it. But they want to bring you the right person at the right time. So enjoy the road to that goal and enjoy the journey. That's what this is saying. So stop stressing about it and just stop enjoying your life, Pisces. All right. Aries. What does Aries need to know? What does Aries need to know for this new moon energy? Thanks, Rosie. What does Aries need to know for this new moon energy? What does Aries need to know for this new moon energy? Let's see. We have regret and we have courage. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And we have regret. I know that I cannot change the past. So having the courage to forgive yourself for something, having the courage to ask forgiveness for something. So let's see where that is going. This is for Aries. Keep in mind, it can be vice versa, just so you know, cross watchers, okay? What does Aries need to know for this new moon energy? What does Aries need to know for this new moon energy? Okay. Could be having to do with family, betrayal. Okay. So I feel like a lot of anger with this card here, a lot of maybe back and forth. It runs hot and cold in the dynamic of the situation, whether it's friend, family, lover. I'm thinking stronger family, but you, however it relates to you. This is a long-term situation that there was a betrayal in, a lot of hurt words, a lot of hurt feelings. You don't necessarily want this to be over, but we have to find the strength and the courage to let our emotions out. See how this cup is overflowing with water. The water is our emotion. So you have to express what you've been holding back. I feel a lot of immature behavior in this particular situation, and there needs to be a real heartfelt discussion. And, a lot of forgiveness needs to happen if you want it here, Aries. If you need to accept forgiveness, that takes courage. If you need to ask for forgiveness, that takes courage. Maybe traveling needs to be done for a face-to-face, but things can be smoothed over here. It's just going to express regret and say, you know what, I can't undo this. It's done, but I am extraordinarily sorry for it. Can we get back to calmer energy? That takes a lot of courage. That takes a lot of strength. So that's what you need to know, Aries. All right, Taurus. We have done, let's see, what have we done? Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. And now we are on Taurus. Let me get a drink of coffee here real quick. All right, here we go. Or tea. That's actually tea. We're doing tea today. All right, what are we doing? Taurus. What does Taurus need to know for this new moon energy? What does Taurus need to know for this new moon energy? What does Taurus need to know for this new moon energy? Purpose, always with the purpose and abundance. You got some money on your mind. Abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality and purpose. I know what I am here to do. Now, you guys know my son, my actual son, not sun sign, but my child is a Taurus, and this rings true with him because he is a senior in high school and he's trying to figure out what to do with the rest of his life, what direction he's going to go in. So I feel like that's very relevant here. Maybe some of you, are in that same situation, or maybe, you're finishing up some sort of higher education and you're like, okay, where do I go from here? Maybe some of you are looking for and manifesting bigger and better things. in your life. Maybe you want to take what you know, what your purpose is. Maybe it's a more spiritual path, and you want to create a way for that to be lucrative for yourself so you can do it on a daily basis. So let's see where this is going. This is for Taurus. This is for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know for this new moon energy? What does Taurus need to know for this new moon energy? What does Taurus need to know? Let's see. Intuition. Feeling stuck at the moment, but it's like you're getting ready to break free. Okay. A lot of hard work, letting go of yesterday and looking forward to the future. Abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality, not afraid of hard work. And you are determined to go the path that you're supposed to go down. You're following that God-given intuition, Taurus. And I feel like you know that it's time to let go of yesterday and move forward. You feel kind of stuck, wrapped in thought about the whole situation, stuck wherever you are, maybe stuck in high school, like my son, stuck in, getting ready to finish college, or stuck in a dead-end job or whatever. And it's like, you know what? I'm busting loose. Knight of Wands energy. Let's go on a little adventure here. It's time to break free. It's time to embrace that creative side, embrace, that just fire. And know that you are strong enough and courageous enough to do just that. Follow what is in your heart, follow the signs, follow your intuition, because you are being guided by your higher self at this point to put you on the road to your true purpose. And you are not afraid to go down. In fact, you're ready. You're more than ready. So Taurus, that's what you need to know. Gemini, what does Gemini need to know for their new moon reading? What does Gemini need to know? Thank you, Mania. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. What does Gemini need to know? For this new moon reading, what does Gemini need to know? We have acceptance and we have envy. So, envy, I am the same as everyone, but with different challenges. And accepting, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So, this is accepting you for you and not comparing yourself to other people, Gemini. You are beautiful. You are handsome. You are everything. You are perfect just the way that you are. Your soul is good. And you do not have to compare yourself to other people. Especially like monetarily speaking. I do want to throw that in, This is for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know for this new moon energy? What does Gemini need to know for this new moon energy? Let's see. It brings out toxic. It could be with friends. It brings out a lot of toxicity between you and somebody that you care about. There's this competitive nature between you and someone, maybe you and many someones, but and maybe you have to accept them for the way that they are. But I feel like you have to accept yourself. And I feel like this is, that devil energy creeping into your mind saying, oh, you're not good enough. You're not rich enough. You're not smart enough. You're not good looking enough, whatever. And it's bullshit, So I feel like you feel hurt here. Maybe there was some sort of a betrayal here. But I see things getting back to good between you and this person, because I feel like you're going to let it go. And we're going to stop doing that. And that is true. That's true enlightenment. When you are okay with you and you don't have to compare yourself to somebody, or you don't have to have a bigger and better car or a fancier purse or all that other shit, that's true enlightenment there. When you don't have to worry about any of that shit, and you just realize that you are a beautiful soul, no matter what the fuck is going on, no matter if you're on the streets or you're in a mansion, that is true enlightenment, and that's how everybody should be. But that's the problem. Anyway, everything's going to work out, Gemini. I feel apologies, whatever's going on here I feel it's you and a specific person. And I see rejoicing together again. Okay. Could be like a frenemy vibe. Could be. But that's what you need to know. All right. Let me get a drink of tea. We have done Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Up next will be Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. How's everybody holding up? I keep having all these weird dreams. And I think I told you about the one about the big crimson blotches on your skin. Oh, that was the other day. And how I was playing hide and go seek in a city. That was the other day. And usually I don't remember my dreams. I'm sure I dream all the time, but I don't remember them. But it has to be very significant, right? Well, I had another very strange one last night. And if you guys want to hear it, I'll let you know at the end of the readings, if you want to. It just feels like weird times are ahead, right? I wish I was meditating under the sun right now too, baby girl warrior. That sounds amazing. Really, Julia? All right, here we go. What the hell are we on? Cancer. All right, Cancer. What do you need to know for this full moon energy? What do you need to know for this full moon energy? This is for new moon energy. What do you need to know for this new moon energy? This is for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know for this new moon energy? What does Cancer need to know for this new moon energy? We have surrender, that's been going on, and we have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul, and surrender. I can release my need to control. So that's pretty two powerful cards. considering everything that goes on in the world these days, right? I feel like this is saying, try not to live in fear, Cancer. I feel like that's exactly what that's saying. This is for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know with this new moon energy? What does Cancer need to know? What does Cancer need to know? Okay. So whatever happens here, I feel like could be some traveling going on, and maybe you get, that's quite possible. I feel like maybe an unexpected possible illness. I don't feel like it's devastating. I feel like you're going to heal from it with that Hermit card there, and everything will be fine. All right. And it's like, even if, something happens or something happens to someone around you, everything will be fine. All right. So this is saying, don't live in that fear. Okay. Could be a little bit of an unexpected event that happens, but healing is here. Everything will be fine. That's what this is saying. With everything going on in the world, maybe everybody needs to hear this. Because I was having a discussion about this the other day, and I tell you, it's always going to be rolling out some sort of bullshit. If we haven't figured that out now, do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, well, let's get through this. Nope, let's get through this. Nope, let's get through this. It's a continuous rollout of this. Whatever. I'm not trying not to get too detailed here. But if we haven't figured that out, then you need to go do some more research. All right. So here's the conversation that I had the other day, right? How can you continue to live this fear-based life? We can't. And, you get to the point of, I am aware of where I am going. We're all going to get there someday. And I tell you, my mother, who's been dead for years, she has shown me where she is. And during a meditative state, I went back there, and I've told you guys that story. It's a beautiful place, very beautiful place, right? Beautiful. And, I don't fear that. If that happens, if it's my time, then it's my time. I just choose to not live in that fear mindset for one more second. I just don't. And maybe that's what you and maybe everybody needs to know, Cancer, okay? All right. Leo, what does Leo need to know? What does Leo need to know? For this new moon energy. What does Leo need to know for this new moon energy? Let's see. We have judgment and we have change. So change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. and judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So it's been a very difficult journey between you and this person. But during this lifetime, Leo, I feel like they have to go learn their own lessons, and we have change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. And I feel like you may be seeing things in a very different way because it's a repeated pattern and nothing ever changes with this person. All right, this is for Leo. What does Leo need to know with this new moon energy? What does Leo need to know with this new moon energy? What does Leo need to know with this new moon energy? Healing, patience, changes. Look at this. This is major for you. Major. You and this person have history together. Maybe you've been in the trenches with each other, in the struggle together. You got lots of history here, Leo, with this person. And it's hard to release that. But I feel like you're so tired of the cycle. You're so tired of feeling like you're alone in the situation. You're just so tired of being alone. So it's time to heal. It's time to make peace with this past situation, and it's time for great change for you. You could be here's you, Scorpio, Sagittarius, all major arcana. This is major for you. So new moon, right? We're going to maybe do some new moon affirmations or a new moon ritual, and call in the new. Call in the new, right? Big change for Leo. And it's been a hell of a road to get to the new. Right there. There's that sun trying to shine again. That's you, Leo. It's time for Leo to be happy. Release this past person. Understand that they have their own journey that they have to take this particular lifetime. Maybe you'll meet up again somewhere down the road, but they need to go and learn their lessons. And you need to be happy. And maybe, it's going to cause huge changes in your life, but it's this whole situation, it's so stagnant, and you need to be free of it so you can move on to your higher purpose. That's what you need to know, Leo. Virgo, what does Virgo need to know for this new moon reading? What does Virgo need to know for this new moon energy? We're going to South Carolina, Michael. We're heading down to South Carolina. It's about 4.5 hours away. Just be gone for a little bit, but I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. Virgo. What does Virgo need to know for this new moon energy? What does Virgo? We have perseverance, and gratitude. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to do. So not giving up. And the universe has seen your dedication, and you're not giving up and just pushing through and making it happen. And the opportunities that are headed your way, Virgo, they're a blessing. You are being blessed. We're going to Greenville, darling. We're going to be heading to Greenville. If anybody knows of some good restaurants in Greenville, I'm all ears. All right, this is for Virgo. What does Virgo need to know for this new moon energy? What does Virgo need to know for this new moon energy? What does Virgo need to know? Ooh, this is so good. Very protective of the opportunities that are coming your way. You've had your walls up, Virgo, but, you're making very good decisions here. And this, I feel, is you not letting anyone mess with what's coming. Okay. Blocking out all the negativity and allowing all this beautiful energy to flow. We got the Lovers here. We got the Six of Wands, and we got the Fool card. Follow your heart. There is victory here. Take that leap of faith. Take that chance. Take that risk. This is a blessing. These are blessings coming towards you, maybe in love, maybe in money, whatever. Recognition, victory, sheer determination on your part, never stopping, never giving up. And you're being blessed for it. Look at this. Virgo, this is beautiful. And I see this is your angels. This is your guides. Just kind of, just shining down on you and knowing that you've been through some hard times, right? Been through some hard times with that Wounded Warrior card. And it's all, it's like those hard days are over. You've paid your dues. That's what I want to say. So be open. Take that risk. Don't be shy. Make it happen, Virgo. Divine guidance is here, and you will have your victory. And that's what you need to know. All right, Libra. We got Libra and Scorpio left. We've done everybody. This is for Libra. I'm almost nervous about this. I'm almost nervous about this. What does Libra need to know for this new moon energy? What does Libra need to know for this new moon energy? What does Libra need to know? Empathy and peace. Oh, shit. We want to make some peace here, Libra. Peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So clearly, the point here is try to be a little bit more understanding and patient and kind, Libra. Oh, God. Is it possible? Patience, kindness. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Understanding. Ooh. Libra, can we do it? I don't know. What does Libra need to know for this new moon energy? What does Libra need to know? Okay. Okay. Everything's getting back on track here. All right. So all right. I'm seeing both of these queens here as you. Male or female doesn't matter. And here's the way I'm seeing this, okay? Queen of Wands energy can be quite passionate. It's like this impatience, this passion, this go-getter, just maybe some anger. So we need to calm that energy down, Libra, with this Queen of Pentacles energy. You need to bring it down to earth, calm down. This is what this is saying. I know somebody tells me to calm down, I got a problem. But this is literally saying, bring it down to earth here. I ain't going to say the words, but things are going to look, everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be just fine between you and whoever this is. Could be friend, family, lover. You're going to see their side of the situation. You're going to be more open and understanding. And there's going to be peace that follows. So bringing the energy down, calming the energy down. And I feel like having a discussion. And I feel like we're getting back to good here with this Four of Wands and this Ten of Pentacles. So this is about a relationship dynamic that went haywire, I feel. But trying to walk a mile in their shoes, like they say, or see things from their perspective, it's going to help bring you kind of this peace and understanding when it comes to this person. I don't think they mean you any ill will. It's just their nature. I feel like they love you. I don't feel like they want to upset you. But it's like, that feeling of what the hell are you doing and wanting justice and getting upset. This is upset. This is calm. So, don't get upset. See what this person is doing. Try to understand why they're doing what they do or saying what they say, because it's very different than what you've got in your mind. So that's what you need to know, Libra. All right, Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know with this new moon energy? I think I'm going to take that advice. What does Scorpio need to know with this new moon energy? What does Scorpio need to know with this new moon energy? Okay. We have friendship and we have pride. So pride, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Friendship, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So this person has crossed your path for a reason. And I feel very stubborn energy with this. So let's see what's going on with the tarot. This is for Scorpio. This is for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know with this new moon energy? What does Scorpio need to know with this new moon energy? What does Scorpio need to know? Let's see. Ooh, Lord. You have distanced yourself from this person and you're over here. This is where the pride comes in. You're acting like you're fine. I love myself and I see myself in everyone with this pride card. So you're acting like you're fine, but you're not. I think you miss your friend, Scorpio. And I do feel this more on a friendship level, but you can assign it to whatever dynamic, maybe family, lover, whatever. But I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. This person is in your life for a reason, but things went haywire here. Right? Am I in the camera? You'd be dealing with a Capricorn or somebody with strong Capricorn in their chart. Feeling kind of lonely. They feel lonely. They feel abandoned. Can you get past this pride, Scorpio, and give this person another chance? Because they're going to want one. Can you forgive them? That is Larry snoring. He's been snoring so crazy all day. So judgment. Is it a question of you are worried about what other people think? Are you worried that other people are going to think that you're weak if you forgive this person? I feel like you miss them, Scorpio, and they miss you. So can we get over this and have this person in your life again? So, yeah, that's what you need to know, Scorpio. All right. Do you guys want to hear this dream real quick? And then I got to get off of here. I tell you what, I got to edit the Sagittarius video because it's done, but I got to edit it because Larry was snoring so freaking loud. All right. So you guys know, when was that? Was it Tuesday? Monday? I can't remember. But I was having dreams, and I never remember my dreams of, I was having a dream of playing hide and go seek in like a big city, and it was fun. I'm starting to think I had the wrong perspective on that. And then it flowed into like this thing where I was dreaming of me and my son getting some sort of big skin rash, and it was red and crimson. And, I said, they had been talking in reality of finding like smallpox in vials somewhere. I can't remember where the hell it was. But there's whispers of that, and so maybe that got to me. But then like last night, I had a dream that I was in the city again, and we were in a big apartment building, and I was hiding people. I was hiding people in this apartment building. And these people would not allow us to go anywhere, and they would drop food off to us in these big black canvas bags. And they would drop the food off, but then they would try to trick you, right? So I was the only one that could go and open the door when they knocked and get the food and bring it in. And it wasn't enough food for everybody that I had hiding in this apartment building. So while I was, putting that away and we were figuring out this food situation, these people left a gallon of milk on the outside to trick. It was a trick. It was a trap. And one of the little children opened the door and grabbed the gallon of milk. So now we're being raided, right? And everybody hides. And I have to lead, it was like a dozen of them, lead these people up these staircase. It was, staircase, then stairs, way up. And we had to, and then apartments off of the landings, you know what I'm saying? So we would have to slowly go up this staircase. It was me in the middle of a line of these people. Had to have your head down. and chant. There was some sort of chanting going on, but you had to chant with them to let them know that you were a part of them. And they, you know, we would all go up the steps. They would look into each apartment and, you know, see what was going on. It was so weird. It was so strange. So, the last thing I remember is we opened the door to one of the apartments and it was filled with my son's toys, but nobody was in there. And then I woke up. So I don't know, man. I don't know if it's the new moon or everything's going on, but these crazy dreams, I wish they would. I'm not going to say I wish they would stop, just in case there's information in there that, you know, we need to know. Yeah, it's weird. All right, y'all. I'm going to get off here, and I hope you enjoyed your new moon readings. And I am going to go edit Larry snoring out of the Sagittarius video. It was so loud. So loud. You guys have a great day. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow probably with the love, lust, or loss. Okay? You guys take care and God bless.